Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, HASHAM, HASHAM, HASHAM. I want to give double honors to my apostles at GREATMILLSTONE, who tell me the truth. And a sincere shalom to the elect out there to teach truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. I'm the brother Yasharan, and this is a lesson about using prophetic slang, okay? Or letting our words be seasoned with salt. Okay, in fact, I'm going to start with that scripture. This is Colossians. Oh, actually, I'm going to start at the 5th verse, Colossians 4 and 5. Walk in wisdom toward them that are without, to redeeming the time. And wisdom at times comes through our speech. Okay? Well, hey, that's how we communicate, right? We're vessels. We're the mouthpiece of YAHAWASHI. And, you know, all this stuff going on with Israel and internet censorship. Okay? We should be having our speech seasoned with salt, like it's going to say in the next verse. Okay, and we're going to break down what that really means, man. Okay, we need to watch what we say, and we've been getting practice the past few years speaking in code. Okay, back when I first came in the truth, you could talk about the alphabet people, which is a code word, all you wanted. You could talk about the MOTB all you wanted, and openly. You could pretty much say whatever you wanted about this devil, man. He was totally being exposed, and you know, it wasn't until the past few years that he really started clamping down on the internet speech. And then you saw a lot of brothers, you know, they had their channels taken down. Well, I mean, they pretty much always been taking down our channels, but uh, you know, we found ways to deal with that situation. Okay, we've used wisdom in our speech and in our words. Okay, to get around these mechanisms that Esau Edom has put forth to conceal the truth. Okay, I mean, we're doing this on his platforms. Okay, we always have to keep that in mind, man. Those algorithms are always looking. Okay, now he doesn't need people to check your videos. Now he just has his AI do it. Okay, if you notice when you upload a video, okay, I don't know how it looks on the, oh, I mean, on the phone version, it doesn't really show you, but on the mobile version, but on the desktop version, there's a page called checks where it checks your content. Okay. It's always, and when it processes your videos, okay, it's looking for things that it could flag. And I believe the algorithms screen all of YouTube several times a day. Okay. So even if it gets through the screening, eventually the AI will listen to your whole video, man. Okay. So they don't need to hire thousands of people to screen content. Okay. Because there's just too many videos going up on YouTube to do that. But they can have AI scan millions of videos at a time. Okay. A lot of times when they struck our channels down, it was because they kept updating their policies and they would get our old videos, man. So we've always had to adapt. Okay. We have, and the scriptures talk about living water. Living water is synonymous with having wisdom. Okay. Wisdom is pretty much to dominate by being wise, being able to adapt. Okay. Being able to adapt. And as you grow in this truth, okay, you should become more wise with your speech. Colossians 4 and 6, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. And that goes for the algorithms too. Okay? Because we're getting in the point where they're about to start pushing this anti-Shem stuff, man. Okay? You don't want to be the target of that. I mean, eventually we all will. You don't want to be the target of that, man. Okay? Don't give these scoffers fuel. I mean, just look at what vocab does. He'll take a couple sentences that we speak and put it out there like he's some fucking prosecutor in a court case trying to convict you of murder or some shit, man. Okay? So our speech needs to be what? Seasoned with salt. You know? Back when we were back when we first came in, you know, I'm talking about the more seasoned brothers. Well, hey, being seasoned is synonymous with being what? A veteran, okay? We're veterans in the truth now. You know? We pretty much had a lot more liberty to say what we needed to say in that, man. Or I should say what we wanted to say, because we really shouldn't have been speaking that shit. And you notice a lot of those guys that spoke super rough. In fact, I'm gonna get this scripture real quick before I elaborate on it. Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay? So we need to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Okay, and there were a lot of guys who weren't. Okay, there was one guy that I'm thinking about I don't remember I do remember his Hebrew name kind of, but I'm not even going to give him that glory. They used to call him the general. Okay? And he used to wow brothers with how nasty he could fucking speak, man. Well, guess what? That guy was that the Lord didn't want that guy, man. The Lord didn't want that potty mouth fucking person, man. Okay? He was always out there, and brothers used to talk about him all the time. Oh man, look at how rough he's speaking in that. They're like it was entertaining. Well, this ain't for entertainment, man. There was, and I don't got nothing personal against him. Okay, but I mean, that was just whenever I watch his videos, I just like just turn this shit off, man. Because it was ridiculous sometimes. It was the tough guy act, man. Okay, just because you got a tough guy act on, don't some guys think that tough guy act means that they're full of faith, that they're just chock full of faith, because they're being all raw and shit. Listen, man, we're known as being the raw camp, but you could be raw as sushi and still have some seasoning in your speech, man. Still have some wisdom in your lips. Okay? That guy was just had a nasty spirit, man. I never really got into him or liked him, and he fell out because the Lord didn't want him. He had his cart. Somebody came up to the camp, and he was on that tough guy shit, and somebody pulled his fucking card. Okay? The Lord sent somebody to pull his card, and that tough guy spirit went right away, and he looked like a little fucking pussy. Okay? He looked like a little pussy right then and there, and he fell right out the truth. Okay? Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Lord don't want that nasty ass fucking bullshit, man. Okay? If you notice, guys that always start arguments with people that come up to the camp, they don't last long, man. Because the scriptures say anger resteth in the bosom of fools, man. The Lord is looking for spiritual soldiers, man. The soldiers have to have discipline. They have to have rank and order. Okay? You can't go breaking the ranks. Getting all, because really that's just emotional. That's just being emotional, and that's just being sensitive, man. Okay? You got to have thick skin in this truth, man. Because if you got thin skin, then guess what? Your words are going to condemn you, man. It says in James 3, about the tongue. Okay? About the tongue being poisoned, man. And it kindles fires, man. Okay? It kindles fires, man. Not being able to speak in code words. You know, not having no filter, man. Not having no spiritual filter. That's a lack of wisdom. Okay? If you've grown in this truth, you know, you should be able to have some wisdom in your speech. Okay, not resort to calling people names and ad hominem attacks. You know, an alphabet person comes by, you got to shout obscenities at them. You know, dropping the f bombs, both kinds of f bombs, not just fuck. Okay, you know, this ain't a tough guy act, man. Hey, it really is us against the world. You gonna take on the whole world by yourself? Okay. I mean, if you notice at my camp at least, I don't know how it is at other camps. I'm usually the last one to lose my fucking cool, man. Okay, that's a sign. That's a sign of discipline, man. You know, getting all unstable and shit. Brothers got to worry about a situation coming up with you all the time, or you know they might go out in public with you and you don't know how to fucking act. That's not being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Okay, that tough guy shit gotta go, man. You know, not filtering what you say, gotta go. Okay, like it says in Matthew 12:36, by our words we shall be condemned, man. Enough with that psychobabble. I gotta bring it out. Psychobabble, jargon based on the concepts and terminology of psychology. Okay, jargon. Let's look up jargon. Unintelligible talk. All that tough guy shit. Gibberish. It's all bullshit, man. Does that sound like speech that's seasoned with salt? Okay, I know I drop a lot of f bombs in my videos, but you know I try to introduce some wisdom there, man. Sometimes you got to drop one just to put emphasis. All right, chattering, jabbering, uh, thieves Latin. Whoa, mode of speech full of unfamiliar terms. So we need to come up with the not the mid 14th century, but the 1640s version. Okay, mode of speech full of unfamiliar terms, unfamiliar to the elect. Okay, so we got to work around this devil, man. Okay, look at the trending words: Palestine, Israel, Philistine. Okay, we got to work around his bullshit, man. Honestly, we really shouldn't be speaking like that, anyways. Okay, because don't show wisdom, man. You know, it don't. It's not a good look for the living water, man. Okay, water can adapt to anything around it. Psalm 64 and 1. Okay. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Okay. Now, does that sound now when David wrote this prayer? Okay, just read this one line, man. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Does that sound like he's coming in the tough guy spirit? And I guarantee you, King David was a much greater warrior than anybody walking this earth right now. including anybody in the truth. Okay? And he wanted the Lord, he called upon the Lord to preserve his life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, which in this case would be what? The elites, okay? The beginning with international bankers, man, the Illuminatis, okay? For the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, these top devils who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, right? Their media machine, man, okay? Their propaganda machine. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And there's plenty of materials out there to make us look bad, man, in the public eye. Okay, am I saying that we got to be all doing interviews with Vice magazine and that? No. Okay, we ain't got to be kissing nobody's ass. We can't look like we're a bunch of damn weirdos either. You know what I mean by weirdos. Okay, we can't look like we belong like when we talk, we can't look like we're supposed to fucking belong in fucking a psychiatric ward. You know, we can't be acting like we're a danger to ourselves and others. You know, and we've evolved from that, man. We've grown. Okay, we had to use code words like jab, like alphabet people, like C-hip. Okay, grape, the five grapefruits. Okay, we had to start calling them E in our titles. You know, that's using wisdom. Okay, you know, don't be one of them guys who uh don't be one of them guys who you're making all them sit downs, acting like you're some fucking super Israelite. You're some super righteous Israelite, man. You know, because the Lord could see fakers like that, but behind the scenes, you're, you know, you're full of fucking wickedness, man. Okay, the Lord, a hypocrite is an actor, pretty much, man. Psalm 64:5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" Okay, a lot of these stories that come out, news stories, and that when we get into topics, okay, Esau really does it to see our response or for research purposes. Okay, and a lot of those snares come in the way of his filtering, his censorship. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So their AI systems are always searching out those iniquities, man. They're always searching out those iniquities, man. Okay, cancel culture and all that shit. You know, there was a report that you have all these potential sleeper cells here in America of so-called terrorists, right? There was a report coming out that the FBI ain't even concerned with them. They're more concerned with uh, spying on so-called patriotic Americans right now, man. Okay, now we're not patriotic Americans. They're watching us, according to the Megiddo Project. Okay, this is Proverbs 16:7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. All right. So we have to keep this in mind, especially at camp, and not only that, but our day-to-day lives, man. Okay? When a man's ways please the Lord, meaning what? In this case, the your speech being seasoned with salt, man. Learning, knowing how to de-escalate a situation. Okay? You don't always got to be you don't always got to or not be a Mr. Rah-Rah spirit. Okay? Knowing how to speak to people. You know? Not appearing to be a fucking psychopath, man. Okay? Growing in spiritual maturity. This is a proverb. I'm just going to run through these scriptures pretty much because I've already proven the point, man. This is Proverbs 15:1. Well, hey, a lot of the acronyms we use. Okay, in fact, the Apostle Gabar did a video on this. I only listened to about half of it. Lord willing, I'll watch the rest tonight. You know, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. See, there's always two sides to the coin. Okay, so a soft answer turneth away wrath. There's a proper way to calm a situation, man. And grievous words would be what? Something that you would say to escalate a situation instead of de-escalate it. You know, making threats, uh, being angry at people and shit. Okay, you see how this all ties into having wisdom. You look at Esau's military, right? He's got the privates, he's got the officers, and he's got the sergeants, and then I believe it's colonel or lieutenant or something. Okay, you have the different. I mean, the lieutenant can't be one of the ones you got to worry about breaking ranks and losing their cool, man. So think about this scripture when it comes to camp. Okay, a camp leader shouldn't have to worry about somebody who's been in the truth 8, 9, 10 years. All right, losing their cool and blabbering at the mouth when a topic comes up or somebody comes up who disagrees. Okay, that 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 brother should be on the level of a sergeant or a lieutenant or something by then. Okay, he should have more discipline, more order in his speech and how he carries himself. You shouldn't have to worry about him blurting out a bunch of fucking bullshit. Getting the camp in trouble, getting the camp scrutinized. You know, situation comes up, somebody wants to fight or call the police or something. Or even one of the scoffers could take a clip of us saying something stupid or us being saying a bunch of grievous words, okay, and use it against us, man. And we're at that time when they're going to start doing that diligent search. Okay, they can pull up a clip. Esau Edom can pull up a clip, and not just them, but a scoffer can pull up a clip from some video that you might have did 8, 9, 10 years ago. You fucking forgot about, where you were saying some outrageous shit. You know, this is Proverbs 15:2. I wasn't even going to bring this out. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. Right. There's a proper way to you got to use this knowledge with wisdom, man. Combine it with wisdom. That's part of having what? seasoning your speech with salt. Okay, you got to pair them. Okay, the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. Hey, that was that guy, the general, right? He always comes to mind. He always comes to mind, man. He pouring out nothing but foolishness and nonsense out of his mouth. You know, simplicity. Proverbs 10 and 19. And the multitude, it's like, let me see what the, in fact, I'm going to wrap it after this one. Uh, Proverbs 10 and 19. And the multitude of words, there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. Okay, so there's a time to speak and there's a time to shut the hell up. And there's a time to show restraint. Okay? A lot of times when we can't say what we really want to say. But that's how it is, man. Honestly, that's how it should be. Okay? Well, hey, the scriptures talk about we're at we're at war. Okay? We wrestle with principalities and with powers, and spiritual darkness in what? High places. Okay? Well, what's the symbol of that spiritual wickedness or spiritual darkness? Okay, it's that all seeing eye, man. You got it on the back of your dollar bill. They're watching everything, man. Okay? They're watching everything, man. They want to know everything. You know, I mean, this is a man who puts cameras everywhere. He wants to know everything, man. It's a man who records every single thing you do online. He wants to know everything. Okay? Well, with that, till next time, shalom.